Hello and welcome to the English news program on SLN TV. I'm Morris Mohammed and these are the stories making local headlines. The Ministry of Commerce holds press conference to discuss the rise in fuel costs. Director Generals of 5 ministries hold joint meeting with INGOs. The Ministry of Commerce Abdulrazak Khalif held a press conference to discuss the recent rise in fuel costs which took place in his office in the capital of Somaliland, Hargeisa. This press conference held at the Ministry of Commerce discussed an oil tanker that was rejected by the Somaliland government that could have had some effect on the rise of fuel prices, which the Minister of Commerce Abdulrazak Khalif reported to the media from his office at the Ministry of Commerce in Hargeisa. The Minister Abdulrazak Khalif reported that the fuel tanker that was rejected did not fulfill the agreements reached with the fuel importers, which was later confirmed by officials in neighboring Djibouti from 3 separate ships. Minister of Commerce Abdulrazak Khalif added that even the fuel importing traders understood the reasons for this rejection. Minister Abdulrazak Khalif sent a message to the fuel traders of Somaliland stating that the public are mostly vulnerable people, and even though he would never advise any trader to work at a deficit, however, there should be steps taken to ensure that our people do not suffer due to incidents such as these. The Director Generals of various ministries held a meeting with international organizations to assess the scale of economic growth initiatives currently underway in Somaliland. A meeting of Director Generals of the Ministries of Fisheries, Planning, Industries and the international organizations to assess the scale of economic growth initiatives underway took place at the new headquarters of the Ministry of Fisheries and Marine Resources in the capital of Somaliland, Hargeisa. This meeting convened the various stakeholders agencies that are in the process of increasing national production to solve social, economic and other developmental issues. The areas of agriculture, livestock and fisheries were of particular importance to the Somaliland government. These initiatives are designed to improve the economic development of Somaliland to support the financial recovery following establishing its peace and stability for the last 21 years as the foundation for further growth and development. The Director General of Rural and Environmental Affairs, Mahmoud Ibrahim Mohammed, held a press conference to refute claims made in the local media regarding ministerial operations. Director of the Ministry of Rural and Environmental Affairs, Mahmoud Ibrahim Mohammed, denied claims in local media regarding the operations of the ministry, which he expressed in an interview with SLN TV at the Ministry of Rural and Environmental Affairs in the capital of Somaliland, Hargeisa. The claims centered on an initiative regarding tourism in the rural areas of Somaliland, and that the Ministry of Rural and Environmental Affairs are ready and willing to work with all agencies and individuals that are interested in developing the nation. You're still tuned into the English news program on SLN TV, and now for our international headlines in detail. Amateur footage has emerged showing the terrifying moment a hot air balloon with tourists on board fell from the sky in Egypt.
The footage shows smoke billowing from the aircraft following a gas explosion. It then deflates and crashes to the ground on the west bank of the Nile River, where many of the area's major historical sites are located. At least 19 people, including 1 Egyptian, and tourists from Japan, China, France, Britain and Hungary were killed in the accident on Tuesday, February 26th, according to the Egyptian Health Minister, Mohammed Mustafa Hamid. The deaths were caused by burns and injuries sustained in the fall. Egypt's Civil Aviation Minister, Wael El Madawi, says hot air balloon flights will be stopped until an investigation into the cause of the accident has been conducted.
Following the meeting in the Kazakh city of Almaty, world powers have agreed to a follow-up expert-level meeting in Istanbul on March 18th and another round of political negotiations on April 5th and 6th.
The latest talks aimed to resolve the international concern over Iran's nuclear program has the US, UK, France, China, Russia and Germany to offer relaxation of sanctions against Iran in return for a promise to halt uranium enrichment and close the Fordow facility. Sanctions are choking the Iranian economy with oil revenues down and its currency more than halved. Iran argues that it has the right to enrich uranium for peaceful purposes. It has been enriching up to 20%, a crucial step in developing weapons-grade material. This month, Iran announced the discovery of large uranium deposits and expansion of its nuclear program. Neighboring Israel has hinted it will attack nuclear sites if diplomacy and sanctions fail.
A rare moment of accord between Washington and Moscow, the two powers have pledged to do all they can to help resolve the crisis in Syria, where 70,000 people are believed to have been killed during nearly 2 years of conflict.
At a meeting between new U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry and his Russian counterpart Sergei Lavrov in Berlin, Russia has called on the U.S. to press the Syrian opposition to hold direct talks with Damascus. Elsewhere, a group of international diplomats met in the Bulgarian capital Sofia, discussing imposing increased sanctions against Syria. The meeting was part of the Friends of Syria People's Initiative, which is made up of 56 countries, due to hold a larger conference in Rome on the 28th of February. Opposition to the Syrian National Coalition said it will attend. Kerry is also due to be there.
Thank you for watching. You can catch us tomorrow at the same time, and goodbye.